we decided to establish 117 in order to take care of a consistent issues we are having with respect to financial inclusion, because we have so many people in the northern region that are financially excluded because of their religious beliefs when it comes to interest. And as a result of that, they refuse to come into the modern financial activities just because of the interest. And for us to get them on board, we must make sure that we provide something in line with their values, religious values, and that is why we've decided to establish 117 Capital to provide Sharia-compliant financial services and products.
The major philosophy of 117 Capital is to create value for customers. How do they do it? Through ethical means, Sharia-compliant investment management practices.
Before we establish 117, we know that actually people are going to ask a lot of questions with respect to the compliance issue in line with the Sharia. So we've decided to come up with a governance structure where at the initial stage we have a unit dedicated for providing just Sharia opinion with respect to any finances that we are going to do. And that unit actually is manned by a certified Sharia advisor by the Accounting and Auditing Organization of Islamic Financial Institutions, AYOFI, which is actually the highest standard setter when it comes to Islamic finance. Now, we have that unit that before any finances, that unit must say okay to that. Then secondly, we have two reputable Sharia advisors that are usually advising before we go into any financing. We must make sure that we subject the entire application to them. They will review it and then look at it and say, yes, it is Sharia compliant, or they will make some adjustment in order to make sure that it is Sharia compliant. After that, before we go into it, consistently we'll also be looking at the transactions to make sure that the cash flow of the transaction will continue to maintain the Sharia compliant status completely from the beginning of the transactions to the end of the transaction.
We ensure we hold asset as collateral, okay, as part of our approach to mitigate risk, okay. Then moving away from that aspect also, for all those transactions, we make sure that they are guaranteed by third party. It could be 1, 2, 3 guarantees. Okay, it depends on the project size. Okay, then company coming to us wants to believe that they have the financial capability to actually enter into such a project. So we do our own internal due diligence to assess the credit history of such companies.
For our performance, we actually utilize the balanced scorecard system of evaluating employees. And this is a very, it's an exhaustive way of managing performance, where it starts from setting a target for the organization and people coming in together to have a strategy on how to achieve. And by doing that, you're able to drill down to the last person or the least person in the organization who have a particular, who have KPIs on what is expected of them in order for us to achieve the goal of the organization.
Communication is key to building strong relationship for us in 117 Capital. We therefore make it clear from the beginning that we will work with our clients to develop value statements that align with their investment goals, and in turn evaluate progress against the agreed upon value statement.
So 117 is in the forefront actually in providing trainings as well as some workshop together with some entities that are interested in, such as International Center for Islamic Culture and Education, such as Metropolitan Skills, such as Triple IBF of Bayero University Kano. We all partner together with them to provide the training in order to build the capacity, because the sector actually lack a lot of professionals that knows exactly the products and services of the sector. So we are at the forefront providing the capacity development to regulators as well as to operators.